Hello. Thank you. Awesome.
よろしくお願いいたします。Nice to meet you. Yeah. What would you like to drink?
You have like maybe some sake recommendation?
Okay. Japanese sake, okay? じゃあ、small glass. Change the taste.
Okay.
First sake. 大峰. This is Yamaguchi Prefecture. This is called my recommendation. Thank you so much. This is a small appetizer. 菜の花の白あえ
So this is rapeseed flour. On top of the white thing is smashed tofu.
Smashed tofu.
This is the seaweed and lotus roots and sea grapes. This sauce is a pond sauce. This is please enjoy with pond sauce. Between course in the palate. two piece. One piece is wasabi with salted.
Okay.
One piece is only hot sauce.
Ah,
Two kind
okay.
taste.
Thank you.
One more piece. The same fish, but different parts. This parts, edge parts.ありがとうございます。失礼します。イボダイ。イボダイ。天然のホタテですね。ワイルドスキャラ。More sweet taste and you touch the little bit hard. Yeah. Thanks so much. is use skin. And this powder is make the egg and vinegar powder. Egg and vinegar powder. レヌケ This is rockfish. Look at the steamed rockfish. Hi. Next sake, Japanese name Fukucho. This is Hiroshima Prefecture. Little bit sour taste. Small oyster. 佐賀県唐津の方から届いた小さい牡蠣です。from 九州アイランド from 佐賀。Size is very small, but taste and smell very strong. liver sauce, yes. Seaweed กินไม่ได้
ให้หมดให้หมด
Thanks so much. And this fish is liver good taste. White to yellow taste. ありがとうございます。This parsley garlic. Anago. Sea eel ですね。ストレート 子供ねじまるベイビーブルーフィットなんですね。はい。little bit ginger, yes. shiso leaf, all mixed well.
This sake is called Oku no Kami. Kami is from Tokyo. Yes, I will. Sawara. Top the dry seaweed powder on top.
まずジャパニーズネーム赤next 中トロ大トロThis restaurant is two kind vinegar rice. White rice is the rice vinegar rice. This is brown color. This brown color is this is red vinegar rice. 1枚待ってる。피클 큐컴버.
But it's okay.
Okay,
I can eat.
three pieces, three more pieces, okay?
Okay.
Rice, rice. Sorry, 这个没
We've been eating all day.
all
day.
This maker is Dyson. Very good. Very good. See, from 青森。
Aomori.
Yes. This soup Japanese name kasjiru. Kasjiru. Sake kasu. Sake kasu mix and miso. This is kind of mochi. Japanese. Radish sandwich. 这个比这个。
Yes. Thank you, chef. Thank you so much. Such a delicious meal. I'll come again.
See you next time. Yeah.
Take care.
Masih kata